Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another video for you. Before I get into that though, I've realized I have not been asking you guys to like and subscribe to my channel. So real quick, just let me get this out of the way. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, hit that little noti bell so you guys know when new videos drop. Thank you, everyone. Today, this last week I did my longest run. I say longish because it wasn't actually that long of a run. It was only about like 4 miles, 4.5 miles, I think it was. But it was because last week I was in a recovery week from my last half marathon. So I kind of took it a little bit easier this week while my legs and everything else was just recovering a little bit. So I just did a quick little run. Like I said, I ran about 4 miles. It was actually my fastest 5K pace. I'll talk about that more in a bit. Also, since it was a bit short of a run, I don't have a lot of commentary over it, so I'm going to be talking quickly about some of the remaining last running equipment that I didn't mention in my last running equipment video. So hopefully you guys tune in for that, or stay tuned for that. But before I get to talk about that though, I want to give a quick statement about how we're always running with purpose. And to this week's purpose again is teaming up with New York Roadrunners and their fantastic Team for Kids initiative. NYRR isn't just about racing, it's about creating opportunities for kids to grow, learn discipline, and embrace healthy lifestyles through their free fitness programs. While today's run is shorter, the mission remains massive. We're here to support NYRR's youth programs, ensuring every child they reach can sprint towards a healthier, brighter future. Your donations make all the difference, fueling these vital initiatives that offer more than just running skills. They teach life skills. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen to make your contribution. Together, we can help foster the next generation of champions and are off the track. Yeah, so about the run itself. Like I mentioned before, this wasn't my longest run because I was in a recovery week from the half marathon the week before. So it was about 4 miles. I also didn't have as much time this week to do my run because I had plans that afternoon. So I had to just kind of get it done and over with so I can start getting ready for my plans. But basically I ran from about the UN area, East Midtown, to inside the park, kind of by the area. I call it the Mall of Central Park. I don't know if it's actually called that. But down on the south side where they have that fountain that leads into the little lake, you'll see it on the video. But I ran in there, did a loop around the fountain, and just head back. But like I mentioned, it was about 4 miles. And I will say I don't trust fully don't take the time that my Google Pixel says because I did take a pause in between that run to take photos and stuff. I didn't think it would count that time for my run, but I guess maybe I didn't hit the pause button or something. Either way, it was actually about only 30 minutes of run time, so 4 miles in about 30 minutes. I think the end time was about 32 because I think I ran 2 miles and it was about 16 minutes and then ran back about the same pace. So I was really happy with that pace. It was actually my fastest 5K, like I mentioned before. And I'm curious to do a shorter, I know I just did a half marathon 2 weeks ago, but I'm curious to see what my pace would be for some, a shorter race, like a 5K or even a 10K. So maybe I'll be looking online for something to do one of those, or maybe I'll just run one myself, kind of in the park or somewhere where I can kind of not get stopped by the streets. So the weather was fantastic for this run. It was very warm. I did end up wearing a long sleeve for this run, but I probably didn't have to. I couldn't tell if it was too cold or not from my apartment, so I was I better safe than sorry, so I wore a long sleeve, but just normal shorts, and it was fine. I had my sleeves rolled up for most of the run anyway. Also, luckily, it was early enough of a run that the streets of New York weren't packed with tourists yet, because on the weekend all the tourists come out. Kind of sucks sometimes to run inside the city when that's happening if I wait too long, because I'm just constantly dodging people or I have to run in the street with the traffic. That doesn't make me feel the most safe. But yeah, so like I said, it was early enough that not a ton of people were out. Actually, a good number of runners out, which I always enjoy getting runs in with other runners because I'm low key competitive. And even though, it's just in my head, I like to try to race the people I run with. And yeah, I see that in a couple places here where I'm just like chasing people. Maybe chasing isn't the right word because it's kind of weird, but where I'm following people and trying to pass them. But yeah, that's about all the commentary I have for this run. Like I mentioned, it was kind of a shorter run, so I didn't have a ton to talk about. Also, since it was an area I was super familiar with, there wasn't a lot of new experiences to talk about. It was just kind of get in, get it done kind of thing. So I actually wanted to use the remaining of this video to kind of mention some other pieces of equipment I have, my running equipment that I have, that I didn't mention in my previous video for when I was running sick. These equipment aren't like everyday kind of equipment. These are more kind of like me specific stuff, but I had some questions come up from it, so I figured I would just do another follow-up video for running equipment and just kind of like just mention these couple things. The first of which is going to be the sunglasses that I've been wearing for when the sun's been coming out more in hotter weathers, and they are, I believe the company's name is Diff, and they are the Team Suit Celestial blue-red glasses. And as you can easily tell, these glasses are based off the Guardians of the Galaxy, which was originally what drew me to them. I love to read and collect comic books, so oftentimes Instagram will like throw comic book related ads at me, and this was one of them. And the ad actually worked because I love the glasses. I thought they looked really cool, so I went to go buy them. And I originally didn't buy them for running. I bought them just for myself. But I didn't have any sunglasses, and when I started to get running, I was like, you know what, I'll give these a shot to see how they are. And I actually loved them. They fit super comfortably on my face, and they actually kind of cover up like probably, if not 100% of my field of vision, they cover up most of my field of vision. So oftentimes, like for these longer runs, I'll forget that I'm wearing them, and they'll just kind of blend in with my everything. Like when I'm running, I won't even think that I'm wearing glasses, which are great for long runs because, if I can imagine if you have some glasses that are like too tight around your head or like on your nose or way too much, and you're spending like 3+ hours running, it'd probably drive you crazy. So I love these glasses. They don't do that for me, and they, just fit and look really cool. The only downside I'll say about these glasses is that they do actually, like I mentioned, lower the overall brightness of your view by a good amount. So if it's not bright, if it's like kind of just like a dimmer day, they do lower, like it is way more dark with them on. So I would only really wear them when it is at least a little bright outside. Sometimes it's like I do struggle to like read what my watch is saying because I don't have my watch's brightness all the way up, and if I'm running these glasses, I can't even see the face of my watch. So that's the only downside, but that's kind of something that you kind of like should know about sunglasses anyway. So overall, not that big of a downside. I still love these glasses. 100% recommend them. The last thing I'm going to be talking about isn't actually like a piece of equipment I have on just about every run. I really only wear it for very special race day runs, and that's actually my race day running shoes. The brand that I wear are Asics, and they're their Metaspeed Sky Plus shoes. I originally got these shoes actually last year, before I was done any training for this marathon. I got them for when I did the running with the Bulls last year in Pamplona. But overall, yeah, these shoes they were built for fast-paced running. They're super lightweight. They're actually carbon plated, so they give you like a real good spring for when you're running. Super light, super comfortable, super flexible. The tops of them, like the covers, are made with like a very like soft fabric, so they kind of a lot of give to them. They don't cut off circulation to my feet from the top, but they still keep it very snug and allow me to kind of tighten up those shoes really tight so that I don't have as much I don't slip in them at all, and I can just put most of my power going forward. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Thank you again for supporting me. Like I kind of mentioned at the top of the video, if you have a minute, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notifying bell. Again, you can check out me on other socials. My TikTok, Macho Marathon Man, Instagram, Threads, of course here on YouTube. But Thanks again for watching. Click the link in the description to find out more information on New York Roadrunners and their Team for Kids Foundation. Thank you again for watching. See you guys next week. Bye.